What's up, everybody? Oh my goodness, how y'all doing today? Well, I was out here thinking, sitting out here in the backyard, and I was just thinking about the shit I do in my everyday or whatever. I can't say it's not much because to me, it's a lot, and I love it. You know, another thing that I've been noticing with myself is that I haven't been paying too much attention to like time and like days of the week and all that other shit. Mainly because I don't have a job, so I haven't been under the constraints most people are functioning by when it comes to knowing all of that shit and keeping up with that. But I live every day like like it's my last. I'm enjoying myself. Even when I do get a job, I'm still gonna be enjoying myself because I'm not going crazy over no job. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and that's about it. All the extra stuff is I'll leave that for somebody else. But basically, every day I spend my times online with these two distributors for my sneakers because they're the ones that got the license through the sneaker companies, and I just do business through the distributor. Whenever I need something, I just make an order. And then in the meanwhile, I have a garden out here in my yard. I'm out here in South Carolina, and I spend time doing that. So between my gardening and my sneaker sales, I'm basically, like I said, enjoying my free time in my life. Most people can't even say that they're able to do half of that, and I wish they could because, I mean, I don't see the point of living life when you're stressed and all this extra crazy shit because a lot of times it's unnecessary. But when we're trying to keep up with social constraints and what's expected of a great human in America or whatever, then it's like you're playing a different ball game, so to speak, and it kind of takes you out of that loop of concentrating on being happy and then being healthy and things of that nature because you're so busy trying to get this, do that, go over here and then and all that. And bitch, let me tell you something. I've been homeless twice. Not exciting times, but what it had showed me was that I have the ability to get through fucked up situations. There's times where was sick. I had walking pneumonia, and I had injured my leg and running around playing in the street acting stupid and skipped my knee up hard to the point where it was hard to flex it because the skin's healing, so you flex it too hard it tear that scab. Anyway, so I had walking pneumonia, and one of the hospitals out there in Nassau was not trying to do much for me, but this one nurse, she kind of hooked me up with some antibiotics and whatnot. And she was like, "You homeless?" I was like, "Yeah." And she gave me a little bit of money. She called like an organization out there, the next county over in Suffolk, so that I can have at least a roof over my head for the night and the shelter. Then when the way I got out there was crazy because they supposed to call a taxi for you, and the taxi dude never showed up. But as long as I was out of the hospital, a lot of them people didn't care, So that lady, she was like, whenever a taxi comes through, ask them if they can take you. And she gave me $10, I do believe it was, to get to the train station. No, to pay the cab guy to go to the train station. Yo, the cab driver, he decides to act like an average fool, I would say. And so he's like, yeah, oh, why didn't you tell me you was trying to go to Suffolk County? I wouldn't have tried to take you to some other train station like Hempstead train station. Like, bitch, ain't no train from Hempstead going any further past Hempstead because that's its last damn stop. You ain't fooling me, bitch. I'm from Nassau County, but anyway, the point is that this guy thought he was going to get some ass action. Not happening. So I faked him out of his clothes, snatched his wallet, and took off and ran. Now remember, I said I had walking pneumonia, and my freaking knee was kind of jacked up with the skin still healing. But I had to make it do what it do. Now, I can't say I suggest that everyone do shit like that. I also don't suggest everyone to try to jerk people and think they're gonna have sex with somebody for exchange for being driven to the train station. Fucking ridiculous ass shit. You keep playing games with me and watch what I do for you. I don't care if you outsize me or whatever. The point is that I ain't going for the fucking games. But I know one thing, I'm gonna go for that damn wallet. That's what I do know. But needless to say, like I said, I've been homeless. I've been in the shelter and I couldn't stay there long because I don't have children and I wasn't expecting. And that's one thing I noticed when it comes down to being in a shelter is if you're not a woman with a child, ain't no one thinking about you. Yeah, I probably would have had a better chance of getting some kind of help if I came straight out of jail and needed to go someplace to live. But just regular homeless and ain't got no kids, not currently pregnant. Some people was like, psh. Even the people in social service was like, social service used to be on Straight Path and Wyandanch. One of the ladies that worked there told me, she's like, they are not going to do nothing for you. I said, yeah, I can tell by the way I sat here all day. You know? Anyway, but I was homeless another time, and I was living in my car, and I was working, as a matter of fact. I had a job at that time. And it was a situation I was going through because I chose not to no longer go through it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay in my fucking car. I got a job, I can buy food or whatever, and I can find a way to take care of myself. You go to the YMCA, that's free. Showers, gym membership. Well, not really membership, but I mean it's free. You understand what I'm saying? So I could get washed. I ain't worried about that shit. I know how to do this shit. You can make it work. But I was just figuring I'd share some of that shit with y'all because it's reality. Shit. I mean, I'm not embarrassed about it because I tell plenty of people about my homelessness, you know. But I just didn't go into detail with you about the whole extent. Maybe one day I will. But this is just something I just wanted to voice to y'all real quick. You know, but regardless of the fact that if you are homeless, and I know some people who came out of not foster care, but they came out of the system where they was living in them group homes, and they just out there. Because I know a lot of people I went to school with who was in the system, and once they hit 18, it was like they said they gave them a little bit of money, and that was it. It ain't like you could turn back around and go back to your family's home or whatever. Like, damn, that's something else that's fucked up. That's really, really fugly, you know. But at the end of the day, you can make it. I believe you can make it. You know, right now, in 2018, we got a lot of systems in place where you can make it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You just gotta pick up your pieces and get your stuff together. I've seen homeless people with cell phones and they got data. They got some Wi-Fi from McDonald's or something. Get out there and put your information out there. If you're trying to get any help or whatever, get these resources and shit. Post some online shit. You never know nowadays how your life might take off in a positive direction. You just gotta have a dope attitude about it. And that's one thing I stopped doing is downing myself, second guessing myself. I can't say I totally stopped that, but I damn sure stopped downing my fucking self. You know, it's like I second guess because sometimes I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that, and eventually I'd be like, fuck it, I'm doing it any damn way. You know, whether it works out or not, at least I can't never say that. Oh, I wish I should have did this and cha cha cha. Bitch, I did it. If it didn't work out, oh, ain't no woulda, coulda, shoulda, because I already done did it, you know. But as far as enjoying yourself, like, man, that is like the fucking ultimate. I don't have time for nobody playing games and trying to compete with me, or whether they want to compete with me or not. I don't see competition with other people. Like, even like with my me selling sneakers online, I know there's other people that do the same thing. I don't feel I'm competing with them. I'm not them. They're not me. So the only way we in the same boat is because we sell sneakers. After that, we on different levels. So I don't know what they talking about. I don't like all that extra stuff. I like simple stuff. But that's how that go.